How's it going? Today I thought we'd do a quick lesson on caulking. Caulking in new baseboards, new windowsills, new door frames. Pretty much a new house, just making your baseboard look like it grew there. That's the whole point. You don't want a bunch of cracks when you move into your brand new house. A lot of people don't caulk any of them, and that's not the right way. So I'm going to show you how to caulk and give you a couple tips. This is another one of those things I do that takes a really long time to get good at. So I'll just give you a few quick tips. I can't talk today. But first of all, how to cut the tip on your caulking. Whenever you're cutting this off, you don't want to square cut it just straight across. You want a nice angle cut. It pushes it down into that crack and makes it easier in the long run to wipe off. So as you're cutting it, take your knife, start at the top, and pull down towards you. Be careful not to cut your thumb, but pull down towards you, and you want that nice angled tip on there. Not very big, you want it small. Most of these cracks we're caulking on the baseboard are all small cracks, so we don't need a big huge cut on the end of the tube. We want to keep it nice and small. It makes it easier to control. So we got that out of the way, put it in our caulking gun, get all ready. Coming out. Now another great tip, well this first of all is a caulking gun that you don't have a button on it. You don't have to turn this to unlock it. It automatically releases the pressure so it doesn't keep squirting out of the end of the tube. A good caulking gun is invaluable. This is like $13 at Sherwin-Williams, but it's worth every penny. Next, well, I've seen a lot of guys use a rag to wipe the caulking on. Not a big fan of that either. It doesn't clean your finger very good. The rag gets loaded up really fast and it's hard to wash out. What I use is a sponge. Have a nice bucket of water. Keep your sponge nice and clean, damp. Whenever you're wiping caulk, you want your finger to be damp. So every time you clean off your finger, it's going to dampen it right back up on this sponge. When your sponge gets full, just go clean it off. Dip in your bucket of water, rinse it all out, and you got a nice fresh sponge again. So to keep this quick, I'll go ahead and show you how to caulk a baseboard the right way to get enough caulk in there. Now you don't want just a super thin bead of caulk either. You want to make sure to fill that crack up. If the caulk is just glazed over the top of it as it dries, a lot of times it'll crack. Another thing, when they lay the carpet, sometimes when they're kicking the carpet down under your baseboard, it'll pull the top of the baseboard out a little bit if it's not nailed real good, and this will tear your caulk too. So the more caulk we have in there, the better. So technique can get it there without smearing it all over the place. So either way, hold it down at an angle, and you want to make sure that's got a pretty hefty crack there. You come over here, nice even pressure on the trigger. Okay, now we've got a bead of caulk. And it looks like the crack is nice and filled. Some people leave it like that too. Then again, that's not the right way. We want to wipe it with our finger. Now instead of wiping it with our finger out like this, at a straight angle, we want to push that caulk down into the crack as much as we can. So we're going to lay our finger nice and flat on there as we wipe over. This pushes the caulk in it instead of dragging it out on our finger. Sometimes, like this wall has a texture, so sometimes I'll wipe both ways just to make sure it gets into that texture, doesn't leave any ridges and makes it look nice. So there, I just wiped that, and that's all the caulking that's on my finger. Quick and easy to wipe off. It didn't roll up on the wall because we got a nice controlled bead there. So very important. Caulk the corner. And then pull it out this way. And again, not much caulking on my fingers. Clean it off, and you're good to go. The caulking shrinks as it dries. So if we don't put enough on there, it won't leave us a nice edge to paint on. We want to have a nice roll bead of caulk in there, so whenever we're painting with our brushes, we'll be able to draw a nice straight line. If it's rough or down, sunk in behind there, you can't get the paint line real straight. So a nice good bead of caulking is very important. Doing your windowsills, everything's pretty much the same way. Caulk every crack you can, because you don't want to see those after you get done painting. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Please like and share these so you can share them on your Facebook or wherever. I don't care, just to get them out there. Thank you very much, and I will try to get another one up as soon as possible. Thanks. Bye.